Hello everyone, welcome back to the Violet Hour. I'm Bilicium, and today we are continuing with Death Mark 2. In the last episode, we started the game. And I actually decided to stop kind of halfway through the first chapter, just because I really wanted to get the first episode out as quickly as possible, just to be able to show off the game and see what you guys' thoughts were and all of that good stuff. So, yeah. I really enjoyed the first episode. I'm really enjoying getting kind of into the game and the mechanics, and it looks like it's a lot of fun, and I'm excited to play more. So I'm gonna sit down and we're gonna try and finish chapter 1 if it's not too awful long. But let's start by talking to everyone. Doryu is lying down on the bed, still unconscious. I know you're worried about her, but Izumi is our priority now. Let's head back to the old building, Bilicium. All right, let's leave. I was hopeful that they would actually start us at the old building, but I guess we're gonna go through the new building to get to the old building, which is a bit sad. And I would normally check through everything again, but I sort of get the feeling that the game isn't really wanting that from us. They're wanting us to continue forth. So that might be a mistake. Let's check the female restroom again, just in case. No, yeah, I think it's like once we've seen everything, I think we're pretty much good. I could be wrong about that, and I could be making a terrible mistake, but hey, it's a brand new game. Who knows? All right. Say, Bilicium. Should we check the female restroom again? We've pretty much looked through every corner, but we still haven't found Izumi. You saw that trail of blood, right? He must be in there. The headmaster yells hysterically. He's clearly tense and overwhelmed. He's nearly reaching his limits, both mentally and physically. Okay, we'll give the restroom another look. It's not like we have any other leads anyway. Search for Izumi has been added to the spirit file. Rumors of the departed, the arrival of a death notice sent by a mysterious entity. The departed has Kinohara Academy in a commotion. The notice denotes a murder and their target. Since the murderer's name is Haniko, it leads the students to believe it's a spirit in the urban legend Haniko of the toilet. After the notice arrived, some students actually went missing, but police could not intervene due to the lack of any obvious crime. However, as the rumor took a toll on the students, I was hired to conduct an investigation. I have to determine if this is the works of spirit or mere a prank. Searching for Izumi, we pursued a student, Izumi, who'd gone missing. I saw his name on a poster in the music room. He was badly hurt when we found him in the old building's music room, but he went missing again after. We followed a trail of his blood. It ended in the girls' restroom where we found red graffiti and a handkerchief. Someone apparently scared him, and he seems to be running from them. My gut told me it had to do with what was written on the notice, what actually happened in that restroom. We might be able to learn what caused Haniko of the toilet to attack Izumi. We need to inspect that bloodstained door again. All right, all right. It sounds like running water. Where in the world is that coming from?
Yoshi.
The word annoying is written in red on the mirror. Who are they referring to? Stall? Nothing out of the ordinary here, right?
Yoshi.
All right. I'm not going to read it because I know I've read the toilet bowls multiple times at this point.
これは
Okay.
ここ
You suck at piano. Stop showing off. Don't play the school song. There's a name written on it, but it's so faint it's unreadable. All right. Well, we've looked at the everything. Oh my. Inside the stall, a male student is on the toilet seat. A bundle of things are sprouting from his eyes. Slender rubber hoses. They're spewing filthy water in every direction. Guess that explains the sound of running water. Between all the blood, the fallen eyeballs, and the hoses, I'd be unable to tell what this poor kid looked like when he was alive, though there is one pretty obvious clue as to his identity. His left hand is missing. This must be Toshihiko Izumi. His wide open mouth gives an idea of just how much pain he'd endured. He probably had his eyes pushed out from the inside of the hose while he was still alive. Looking at the pool of blood surrounding his body from his severed wrist, though, his suffering and terror probably didn't last too long. That's about the only bit of luck he'd had tonight. What's wrong, Bilicium? What in the world is in there? The headmaster screams and bolts out of the restroom. Guess that's finally what pushed him past the edge of sanity. I honestly can't blame him. I'm too shocked to think straight myself. Better get out of this restroom first, return to the infirmary, and come up with a plan. I walk toward the exit, legs trembling. Huh? I can't lift my legs. Something is tangled around my ankle. A long, thin, elastic blue something. It's the rubber hose. I look into the mirror and see something swaying. What is that? A person? It's a girl in a wet shirt and red suspender skirt, her limbs blackened. She looks dead, swaying from side to side. This is Hanihiko of the toilet. Hoses crawl up around my waist, to my chest, all the way around my neck. I can't move my limbs, even my mouth is bound. I'll be killed at this rate. Shit. As if I just let that happen. My arm's the only thing I can somewhat move at the moment. The the graffiti. So cruel. Kill the one who wrote it. The words spew out of her mouth are filled with rage. Looks like she thinks I was the one who wrote that thing on the mirror. The hoses are constricting me tighter. If I don't do something, I'll die here. There must be something in my bag that I can use to write. To survive, sorry. Clues for the correct action. Clues for the correct action are hidden within the story. Item details, spirit files, and other bits of collected information. Incorrect action choices can also give you some insight and help narrow down your options. Think carefully, unravel the truth, and choose the correct action. Dirty handkerchief, poster in the music room, or the red marker. I'm gonna say the red marker. Hand out the marker is an 81% success. Write Sanskrit on self. Okay, it has a 78% chance. Inspect the marker has an 85%. Okay, we're gonna inspect the marker. Deciding movement, is this okay? Yes.
やってみるか。
Okay. I pull out the red marker and try to examine it again. Okay. I bring my face closer and examine the marker. It's a permanent marker with a thick red ink. The color and the thickness of the ink match the writing on the mirror. The one who wrote this is you? The hose gets tighter. Guess that only furthered the misunderstanding. Looks like this isn't the right choice. Looks like she thinks I was the one who wrote that thing on the mirror. There must be something in my bag that I can use to survive. Let's try the dirty handkerchief. Put it in front of the hose. Wipe off graffiti. Inspect handkerchief.
よし。
I'm running out of life here. Shall I examine the dirty handkerchief again? I raise the handkerchief close to my nose and take a small whiff of the scent. Nasty smell. The smell reminds me of public restrooms. It's a scent of acid detergent. I might be able to erase the writing on the mirror with this handkerchief. Okay. We're gonna... Looks like we're going to try and wipe... Poster. Read carefully. Read aloud. Fold a paper crane. I'm gonna read it out loud.
これでどうだ?
I pull out the poster and try to read it out loud. I don't know if I can. I don't know, because the tubes are covering my mouth. Oh, that might have been a bad choice. It was successful, though. I carefully read the contents of the poster out loud. Change of lead. Despite the hose blocking my mouth, I managed to read it out loud. The hose around my body is tightening. It doesn't seem like her anger has subsided. Looks like this isn't the right choice. Okay, so... dirty handkerchief and wipe off the graffiti.
これでどうだ?
I like that it gives me like opportunity to like learn more information before like having to make like a final decision. I might be able to clear up the misunderstanding by wiping off the writing with a handkerchief. I stretch the handkerchief toward the mirror. Then I wipe off the word annoying. The hose binding my shoulder loosens slightly. Did that clear up the misunderstanding? I might have managed to convince her that I'm not a bad person by erasing those awful words. Looks like this is the right choice. I feel like I can move my arm a bit more now. Not bully? What did she mean by not bully? Was this girl bullied in the past? Who? I don't know. Who am I? Did she just say, who am I? The girl screams out loud. The hose clenches tight around my body. Shit, what do I do now? Oh, there's a second act to this. The girl seems pissed because she doesn't know who she is. Guess I need to tell her that next. The red marker. Write Izumi on the mirror. Write Haniko Akai on the mirror. Write Haniko of the toilet on the mirror. No, we write Haniko.
やってみるか。
I stretch my hand toward the mirror and I try to write Haniko Akai with the red marker. I exert maximum effort and somehow manage to get the marker close to the mirror. I begin writing. Haniko. Haniko Akai. This is the name of the female pianist written on the poster. Doryu said she is Haniko of the toilet, though she was probably referred to the classic urban legend of Haniko of the toilet and not the school's Haniko. The girl who was bullied might be Haniko Akai. Haniko. My name. The hose binding me finally loosens. I assume she remembers her name now. You are different. The girl then disappears into the darkness. Makes me wonder if Haniko of the toilet forgives me now that she's pulled herself together. Looks like this is the right choice. Whew, with barely any life to spare, really. What the heck? Once Haniko's presence is gone, the restroom changes completely. There's no trace of the hoses nor the blood, as if nothing foul ever happened here. Wait, no way. Izumi's corpse is no longer in the stall. No one is inside. Even the hoses and the water are gone, the same as what happened with Doryu. It's as if everything was only a nightmare. And that means we've lost any evidence of this incident. The only thing remaining is the fact that the student named Toshihiko Izumi has disappeared. The cops will probably just treat him as one of the thousands of missing people, exactly as they did with the student mentioned in the first notice. In this case, cops will be useless. What should I do? I better go back to the infirmary first. The headmaster may have returned there. After talking with him, we can decide what we should do next. Hanahiko's origins has been added to the spirit file. Hanahiko's origin. We found Izumi's mangled corpse in the girls' restroom. He'd been brutally murdered right after that. We encountered a female spirit with murderous intent. Due to her resemblance to Hanahiko of the toilet, we thought she was a spirit from the notice. After we survived her attack, we learned her name was Hanahiko Akai. It seems Hanahiko was bullied in the past. Maybe the real reason she became a spirit was tied to the bullying. Izumi's death may point to that. Unfortunately, his corpse has disappeared without a trace. It seems like I've got some fear-filled days ahead of me. Yeah. Returning to the infirmary. Press L will quickly return you to the infirmary. Oh, I get fast travel? Oh, this game is spoiling me. I like it. Note that there will be times in the game when you cannot do that. Yeah, let's go. I'm okay with this. Especially when there's time frames where it's literally just going back and forth and they're not really wanting us to explore and like look at everything. The headmaster is indeed in the infirmary. He's talking with Doryu. I should tell him what happened. You're back, Bilicium. Sorry about earlier. I was so shocked I ran away before I knew what was happening. Right. Ah, yes, Doryu's woken up. I told her about you and how you saved her life. Come on, Doryu. Thank the gentleman. Thank you, Mr. Bilicium. Feeling better now? Yeah, more or less. How about Azumi? Oh, well. Looks like the headmaster hasn't broken the news to her. She's probably concerned about her mental state. There's something I want to ask her, though. We can't hide it forever. All right. Let me tell you all the things I've gone through tonight. And that's it. I must be hard to swallow, I know, but you're gonna have to believe me. It can't be. Izumi's been murdered? Doryu sinks into a silence after that. It's incredible that you've survived encounters like this against vicious spirits before, Bilicium. I hope you'll forgive me, but I found you to be quite dubious before. But I guess I made the right choice by asking you for help. You saved us. He looks at me, a faint, tired smile settling on his lips. Izumi's been killed, just as the notice said. Doryu murmurs quietly. If you get too curious about the departed's true identity, you'll be targeted and killed by them. That rumor seems to be true after all. Her voice trembles slightly. Is she shocked by the death of her friend, or is she scared of the departed? Seeing her tremble, I try to reassure her, ask her some questions, remain silent. Ask her some questions, because I don't know why she's trembling. I know you're not in a good state right now, but there's something I need to ask you. Do you mind? Excuse me. A young girl enters the room all of a sudden. Her hair is dyed white, which begs the question, does this school have really lax guidelines on appearances?
見つけた.
There you are, Himi. I've been looking for you. Did you find Izumi? What's wrong, Himi? Who are you? Michinho Kinukawa, the student council vice pres, and Himi's friend. Both of you should go home. It's really late already. We'll do something about Izumi. Understood. Let's go home, Michio. Okay. I guess that's it for tonight. The headmaster and Doryu probably don't want to tell Michio about what happened to Izumi. Let me drive you home. I wouldn't be able to look your parents in the eye if something were to happen to you. There's no need for that. We both live in the dorm. It's only a minute away from here. Oh, no. We broke the curfew, though. The dorm manager's gonna scold us really bad. I'll let them know then. Be careful on your way back home. We'll be going then. Doryu bids us farewell and leaves with Michio. You must be tired too, Bilicium. Go home. I'll call you again later to talk about the case. Mr. Kuno, I want some time alone now. Please go home. The character has been added to your file. Wonderful. Guess I'll head back. My car is parked in the lot near the main gate. The moment I exit the special building, the door locks behind me. I walk toward the shoe locker, figuring I can leave that way. My curiosity is getting the better of me because it still shows that I'm allowed to go in these rooms. I just wanted to make sure there's nothing particularly of interest. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. I would hate it if I missed something of importance. Don't you all agree? All right. Oh. Yeah, everything is saying the same thing. There's a paper on the ground. Just then I spot a piece of paper on the floor. It wasn't here earlier. A short sentence in red letters is written on it. Dear visitor, I'll be waiting for you in the corridor. Yours truly, the departed. There's an arrow down, but it's not letting me go down, so I'm assuming that's it. This is by visitor. Do they mean me? Are they say they'll be waiting in the connecting corridor. I may be able to get closer to learning the departed's true identity if I go. Except that's no different than running into the jaws of death. I can still turn my back on my fears and run away. All I have to do is go outside through the exit by the shoe lockers. So the question is, should I face my fear or should I avoid it? In that case, I mean, I'm gonna go and check it out because I'm not really scared. I think we already resolved that, so it's fine. I do like that they give you the option to be like, I'm gonna opt out of doing this. You know, but I really want to know. I really, really want to know. Oh. Where's this bell sound coming from? Oh, my head. Just like Azumi. His head was hurting in the corridor. Hello. A strange figure is standing in the darkness. A lanky, slender body with an unnaturally big head. No way. That's the departed? Is this their laughter I hear right now? They've set their sights on me. Are they laughing? I can feel the warmth of my body slowly leaving just from them staring at me. If this keeps up, I'm in serious danger. I've got to escape right here, right now. But I can't. I'm petrified. My legs won't even tremble. The departed vanishes suddenly. Did I make it? No, they're behind me. On this wonderful day, let us exchange vows with one another. A faint crackling voice echoes in my mind. I swear to always stay by your side forever and ever. What are you saying? Say, my dear. Can I bite you? End. Chapter 1, The Departed. Yes? I don't know if I want to save that. I don't know if that was a good choice. That seems bad. Did I do bad? The next day at Koji Mansion. The phone's ringing. Gotta answer it. Hello? It's me, Kono. Thanks for last night. Did you sleep well? Well, I doubt you slept peacefully given the things we experienced last night. I still find it hard to believe. So, why did you call me? Right, let's cut to the chase. I need your help. A new notice from the departed has arrived. That was quick. I'll tell you the details in person. Not now, though. I've got an errand I must attend to. I'll be back in the school grounds at 5 p.m. Can you return around that time? Sure. He then hangs up the phone. There's still some time left before I'm supposed to meet the headmaster. I retrace what happened last night while drinking some coffee to wake me up. Honestly, a part of me still can't believe I need to organize my thoughts. What should I think about first? Drink coffee, add some sugar. If I'm going to reflect on the case, add some sugar. A sugar cube from the pot. Then I drop it into my mug and stir into the coffee with a little spoon. Drink coffee? My eyes settle on the coffee that I brewed up. I ground the imported beans myself and made some fun adjustments to it. You can say it's one of the finest things I've ever made. Coffee's the best companion you can have when you're contemplating something. I wrap my fingers around the mug's handle and take a sip of the black liquid. Oh, God, that sounds so good right now. It's still too bitter. Add some sugar. I take 1 sugar cube from the pot. Then I drop it into my mug and stir it into the coffee with a little spoon. Let's drink some more coffee. I bring the mug to my lips and sip the coffee. It's still too bitter. Add some sugar. I think it's a bit strange. I almost feel like this is a thing. So we've put 3 lumps of sugar in. I bring the mug to my lips and I sip it again. I don't know if this is a thing or not. Tastes a bit better. Add some sugar. So that's 4. Stir it into the coffee with a little spoon. Maybe he just really likes his coffee sweet. I bring the mug to my lips and sip the coffee. Tastes a bit better. 5 cubes of sugar? Am I counting that right, or am I at 6? Yep, that's the stuff. All right, so he either needs 5 to 6 cubes of sugar. Interesting. I don't know if that is important at all. Caffeine and sugar are flowing into my tired brain. Some people get on my case for putting too much sugar in my coffee, but I won't drink it any other way. Last night, I was attacked by the departed. Their eerie whispers felt like a bug was burrowing straight into my brain, and their words are still ringing in my ears now. This is what they said. On this wonderful day, let us exchange vows with one another. I swear to always stay by your side, forever and ever. That sounds like a wedding vow. And given their letter to me, I have a feeling the departed may be obsessed with me. To make things worse, say, my dear. Can I bite you? I lost consciousness after that. When I came to, I was lying face down in the corridor. I looked around and the departed was nowhere to be found. So strange. I don't understand what they're thinking, but one thing's for sure. They're using spirits to harm the students. What should I think about next? Strange happenings. Hanahiko of the toilet, who I met last night, must be one such spirit. The grudge of someone who died a violent death will not be calmed even after their death. That powerful grudge will turn them into an inhuman, supernatural being, a spirit. Spirits resent and kill living beings. I saw it with my own eyes last night. The only way to eradicate them is by erasing their grudges. To do that, we first need to investigate the spirit and discover their grudge. What I have to do now is investigate the spirit and terminate them. 4 months ago, I was confronted by spirits in a strange incident. I barely managed to survive. It was all thanks to the mark bearers who helped me with the investigation. What should I think about next? Mark bearers. The mark bearers are people I can trust. It's the gang! That makes me so happy that they're a part of this. 4 months ago, several people had death marks carved into their bodies, something that was the work of a spirit in H City. And I was among those 13 people. We mark bearers worked together to survive and brought an end to the case. We still keep in touch with each other. We even team up to solve mystery cases from time to time. The person who introduced me to Mr. Kanoi was a mark bearer who works as a doctor at the school. Makes me wonder if we weren't really meant to escape our strange fates. I think I know who they're talking about. Oh, that's cool. The pendulum clock in the entrance hall rings. It's almost time for my appointment with the headmaster. Better get ready to go out. Do you remember Miss Zhu in the school? I'm trying to remember the story because I've been in NG for so long now. Wait. There was a headmaster and he was torturing the little boy. Do you think that was the headmaster for this school, or do you think this is a different school? No, it has to be a different school because that was an elementary school, right? Okay, yeah. So that headmaster is not connected to this school at all. Okay, never mind. I put all the essential items into my favorite bag. My old notebook and flashlight, along with all the things I found at the school yesterday. The key item needed to erase the spirit's grudge usually lies in a haunted place. Attempting to prepare for every possibility is a fool's errand. This should be good enough. I finish getting ready and head to the garage. Then I get into my favorite minivan. So nostalgic. I love that this is like interconnected with the old one. Konohara Academy. The school is built in a place called Konohara, an area situated on top of a hill on the outskirts of H City. Built in an early Showa period, the school is considered a tangible cultural property of H City. Although it's been renovated several times, it still looks pretty much the same inside and out. It's a very beautiful building. Konohara Academy is about 20 minutes from Koji Mansion. Koji Station! From NG. Mr. Kono told me there were no vacant spots in the school's parking lot, so my only option is to park my car in a parked area near the school and walk. It does keep the school more beautiful that way, not having a parking lot like right next to it. School's already let out by the time I arrive. Students are heading for the exit. They're all looking pretty gloomy, though. Is it because of the departed case? I walk down the same route as yesterday, and once again arrive at the special building. I check the clock hanging in the entrance. There's still some time left before the appointment. I head to the infirmary. Damien. Oh, Damien! Duh! Oh, duh. Obviously, he said his name and everything, and I didn't even pick up on it. The guy who introduced me to Mr. Kono might be in there. I was thinking it was the woman, but she was a scientist, not a doctor. Damien was the doctor, and he was sickly. Once I arrive, though, Damien's not there. Not just that, I can't even find the school nurse. If memory serves, Damien once told me that it wasn't mandatory for a school to have appointed a nurse. I realized that this isn't really my domain, but in light of recent events, I'm starting to think that policy may be a huge mistake. It's almost time. Let's go to the faculty room. Wait, there's no one in the infirmary. Let's talk. All right, I guess we save. So we are starting chapter 2. We ended chapter 1. That was such a weird ending. I wonder if I had just left, if she would have haunted me, you know, if she would have tracked me down. This is the special building entrance. Where are we going? Infirmary, student council, faculty room. Mr. Kono immediately spots me when I enter the faculty room. He claps his hands together and approaches me. Ah, you've come, Bilicium. Does that mean you're continuing with the investigation? Yeah. You're such a lifesaver. Thank you. Shall we talk about the case now? Where should we start? The deceased Izumi. I haven't heard anyone make any rumblings about Izumi yet. A missing persons report will probably be issued shortly, though I doubt they'll treat it as a criminal case, especially given that his corpse disappeared after he died. Aside from us, the only one else who knows is Doryu from the student council. Kinukawa as well. Apparently, Doryu told her. If I remember correctly, Kinukawa is the white-haired girl. She said she's a good friend of Doryu's. Please be discreet about this. Consider that an order from your client. I will consider that an order from you. Yes, sir. The new notice. The new notice was found on top of the piano in the music room this morning. Take a look. It matches the notice I saw last night. It must truly be the departed's notice. Dear model, Hanako will kill you tonight. I'm watching, hiding in the school. Your beloved, the departed. Obtain notice for model. The previous victim was the pianist. In other words, Izumi, the piano player. This time the target's been dubbed model. Who could it be? Do you have an idea who this model is? I'm afraid not. Apologies. I'm still new here. I tried asking the teachers as well, but to no avail. So I'll leave the investigation to you. All right, the school's investigation. From today onward, I'd like you to start a full-fledged investigation at our school. I want to put an end to this case. Try speaking to the teachers and students. I'm an outsider, though. Is that really okay? I know that. That's why I asked my friend at the Board of Education to issue this for me. He then holds out a piece of paper. Certificate of Employment. Special Contract Teacher. What? My name is written on the bottom part of the paper. Is this some kind of joke? I've taken the liberty of making you a teacher at our school. You'll be able to freely roam the campus this way. In my opinion, this is the most expeditious way to end this case. Is that agreeable to you, Mr. Bilicium?
You've got to be kidding me!
Seems I don't have a choice. I don't have a teaching license. I don't have a teaching license. That's just a fact. Not a problem. Contract teachers don't need a license. Okay. This sudden development has put me at a loss for words. I'd expect that things would get bizarre, but to become a teacher? I guess that's all I can say about the case. I tried telling my friend on the police force about it, but they didn't believe me. In fact, he just became worried that I'd hit my head somewhere. You're the only one I can rely on to put an end to this. Anyway, why don't you get started now? Feel free to explore other places besides the old building. I don't think there are many students remaining, though. It's almost time for the last call to leave school grounds, and we've advised them not to stay behind, in light of recent incidents. He must be referring to the first notice. A mysterious notice appeared, a student went missing, even the cops got involved. The school needs to look like it's doing something in response to the situation. Oh, right. I almost forgot. Please feel free to make use of the infirmary as much as you need. The school nurse has been out with a cold. Damien has been managing in her absence. You two are good friends, so I imagine there shouldn't be any problems. Before starting my investigation, I should return to the infirmary to see if Damien's returned. I guess I'm going back to the infirmary. Oh, you're back. A cheerful voice greets me when I come in.
おはようございます。
Hello, Mr. Bilicium? Mr. Damon is running an errand, but he'll be here later. Wait a second. Why are you here? To help you out, of course. Kashiwagi. Kashiwagi. Oh my god. I heard about The Departed from Mr. Damon. Can you tell me more about the case? Sure. Why her uniform? This is Kashiwagi, from the Mark Bearers who hunted down spirits with me in the past. She's a member of the idol group Love and Hero, who are mainly active in H City. What happened to your idol duties? Just so you know, I'm not slacking off, okay? Today is my day off. Last week was rough, though. We were busy recording our new song. And if you're curious about it, I'd say it's sultry, maybe? I guess it's kind of cheerful and passionate. One thing for sure, it's a banger. In all of Love and Hero's songs, they passionately sing about love and justice. Their songs are simple, but they have powerful messages. They seem to be well liked by some youngsters. I, as a passionate young girl who is unreservedly lives the lyrics of their songs. Why are you here? Love Heat is a local idol group in H City. That's why some of our fans go to this school. Not a lot, though. Not a lot? I guess you're not that famous then. We're still pretty much an up-and-coming act, but someday we'll be touring the nation. You just wait. Anyway, one of our fans told me about the Departed rumors. It got me kind of worried since they seemed to be genuinely scared about it. After that, Mr. Damon told me about your investigation. So that's why she decided to come here like my personal guardian angel. That's how I's always been. Act first, deal with the consequences later. It's dangerous, though. There are victims in this case already. I know that. Besides, you know all the risks and you're still investigating, aren't you? I can't just let my friend do it alone. Friend, huh? A genuine compliment for me from an active idol. What an endearing moment. A little bit too dazzling for me, though. I'm not taking one step out of here, no matter what you say to me. The uniform. You're not a student here, right? Where did you get that uniform? I borrowed it from a friend. She graduated from Konohara Academy. While investigating the case, no one will get suspicious if I'm wearing a uniform. Besides, isn't this uniform adorable? I wanted to wear it. Look, doesn't it suit me? I guess so. You look exactly like a student. You don't stand out at all. That wasn't what I wanted to hear. After listening to her story, I give her a detailed recap of the situation. She's experienced the terror of facing spirits. She knows the risks. And yet, she still wants to go after them. There's no stopping her. I understand the situation. So what's up next for your investigation? Let's see. Our subjects are the Departed and Haniko of the toilet. For now, let's focus on Haniko. Now that a new notice has appeared, our main priority is to prevent any more casualties. Yep, Let's protect the living. First things first, we need to investigate rumors regarding Haniko. If we get a lot of information, we may find a way to placate Haniko's grudge. Spirits disappear once their grudge is resolved. I'm really curious about this model Hanako is targeting. I wonder who it is. We need to find that out. Looks like the spirit in the school don't attack indiscriminately. There must be some reason for that. True, we may be able to uncover the spirit's motive if we discover what the reason is. Let's ask around and see what information we can gather about Hanako and the model. Notes made on the subject Hanako of the toilet. Ishiwagi has joined the investigation. The character has been added to the file. She looks so cute. I love it. Ah, that's like really, really cool. All right, we're gonna save. Yes. And I'm gonna end the episode here because we are almost at the hour mark once again. So, wow, that was awesome. We saw the ending of chapter 1 with such a strange way of ending it. Are we now possessed by the departed? Have they sort of latched onto us in some sort of like a parasitic way? You know what I mean? Like, what happened? And also, it's so cool. They brought the characters from Deathmark 1 into Deathmark 2, and I don't know, like, I'm so jazzed to see where this is going and what they're going to be doing with everything. Yeah, this is so cool. I'm really, really enjoying this. I hope that you guys are enjoying it as well. If you are, please leave a like, please leave a comment. Let me know what you like about the game, things that are interesting to you. Did I make any mistakes? Do you think I should have chose different paths? Let me know in the comments. It really helps me out. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. And until the next episode, do take care, everyone.